Hey guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno coming back again with another great video, another banger, another hit. Just an amazing new video I gotta come out with. Every time I'm on camera, I'm gonna bring you nothing but the best, guys. So anyway, guys, we're gonna be talking about part 2 and part 3 of my reaction on the HBO series The Last of Us, based on an amazing video game, The Last of Us 1 and 2, but this series is, I believe, only about part 1. It's about a father and a daughter, and they're making it through this zombie apocalypse world, this virus that has spread across the world, airborne, and it's crazy. It's not another Walking Dead type of series. It's actually looks a lot better. On my point of view, it looks a lot better than that. I did a reaction on part 1, but I'm going to keep up as much as I can with the series. So this is part 2 and part 3. So I'm going to catch you guys up. If you haven't saw it, then you need to pause this, go watch the series, and then come back on my reaction. If not, guys, I'm about to let everything out. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. So part 2 left off with the father and daughter, and I think the girl's name was Alice. And they're basically trying to get a battery for a truck, and they're trying to make their way to go see his brother that is in trouble. So on that happening, the girl who they're not the girl who's infected but is immune to the infection. It's another woman in there. I believe her name is Alice, and then on the way there, she gets infected by having a fight with a zombie, and then she does this type of it was like the scene on this is part 2 I'm talking about. They get inside this type of, I want to say, dome or building, look like a church or whatever, and she gets infected. But the way they did it, it's like the way they're doing these is they get so deep into the game. It's like crazy because it reminds me of the game. So anyway, I'm talking all the way around it. So she gets infected. And they have this type of flower that comes out their mouth when they're trying to infect people or something like that. So he leans in for a kiss. She opens up her mouth, and she's trying to flick the lighter to blow them all up because there's gasoline everywhere, and they wanted to trap him inside this church or this dome type of place. And then they all blow up. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's part 2. That was kind of like the gifs of the end of part 2. So leading off to part 3, guys, when I tell you, so part 3 is, okay, so it's this guy, and as the army is trying to take all these people away just to kill them, because most of the people, like the army's not going to tell you that you're infected. They bring you to an area, and then they dissolve of you, basically kill you, burn your body, and all this other stuff. So they're doing this with this this town of people, and it reflects on itself because the girl in there sees all these dead bones, and so that's when the episode begins. Most of all, that's when it begins. So it's this one man who's left over, and he's at the bottom of he built like a type of bombshell in the ground that didn't hurt him. So everybody leaves the city. It's just him. So he starts building gates, bombs, weapons, everything. It's an amazing dome that he built for his in that sense around this town. So it's one way to get in, one way to get out, but he did an amazing job. So this other man gets trapped inside of one of his traps. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I was thinking that it was going to be he was going to turn on him, he was out to kill him or whatever. That was way not what I was expecting. I was expecting that, but what I got was what I was not expecting. These guys are making out, but when I tell you, it's just one scene that you gotta be like, okay, it's 2 gay guys. Now, you guys might be like, why is it okay for 2 girls to kiss? Okay, because it is. It's okay. I just don't want to see 2 men kissing. I guess because I wouldn't want to see myself doing it. I'd rather to see a female doing it, but I don't want to see a guy doing it. So anyway, So it was the guys. He was like, he started playing the piano, and then he's like, "So what girl are you talking about?" And he was like, "I wasn't talking about a girl." He said, "Oh, I know." And then they started making out. It was it was disgusting. Like it really was. I'm not trying to be mean because if you're gay, I don't care if you're gay. It's just like I just didn't want to see that. Like for real. Like trust me, I got nothing against gay guys, gay girls, nothing like that. I just didn't want to see two gay guys. I'd rather see. You probably think I'm not unfair because I probably would just rather see it being two girls. Seriously, you might be like, man, that's messed up. But hey, that's what I would rather see. So anyway, so then they start kissing, but it's just like, okay, the kissing that would have been just fine. But no, this dude started giving head. He started doing everything, and it was like literally the actual HBO type of series. Like it was like they didn't stop at nothing. They were just like telling you what two men would do in the bedroom, and it's like they need to see all that. Anyway, they end up spending a life together, dying together, like literally dying together, as in they both like didn't want to live. One didn't want to see the other one die, so they drunk this type of powder or something like that and killed themselves together. I don't like it was weird. Anyway, the father and the stepdaughter, I guess that's what I'm gonna call her. I gotta get their names together. End up coming back because these are people they previously knew, came back and they actually found the battery, found the car, and now they're on their way to find their brother that is in trouble. So this episode is getting like interesting. I gotta say, like literally, it's getting really interesting. Like you need to see part 1, you need to see part 2, you need to see part 3. It's an amazing. Like tell you the truth, guys. Like literally, I'm playing Last of Us 2 right now because I already passed The Last of Us 1 like a few years ago. So I already know how amazing this like they're living up to the hype of what the video game is. If you ain't played The Last of Us, you need to go play it because it's a crazy, amazing game. Like seriously, like horrific. Like it's I love it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, that's my reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. I'll be back with more.